Another big challenge in front of him, though, in the shape of Felix Auger Aliassime, the Canadian, who has been out of form in the last couple of months, but played some good ball yesterday to beat Pesci Pericard. Nick Lester is my name. Pippa Horn is alongside me. Pips, how you doing?
Very well, thank you. Very much looking forward to this one. Caught some of Engel yesterday and he was absolutely phenomenal. And if he is able to produce even half of that level today, then Auger Aliassime has a big task on his hands, that's for sure.
Yeah, seems to enjoy the big stage, which has to bode well for this man's future. Youngest quarterfinal.
Line calling system makes all the calls and the footfalls. We spoke about the towels, photograph I think after the coin toss. Last thing, the surface, protect the grass please, don't throw your rackets. Anybody, any questions, need anything? All right, ATP heads and tails. ATP call. You win. Your choice. Okay, receiving, and a photo. Do you want a photo? Thank you.
Always straightforward. It's Fergus Murphy. No nonsense. Who's been around for many, many years in the umpire's chair. So first of two Germans we'll see today, as we referenced. Nice to have a bit of home. well here. There's a familiar face. Philipp Kohlschreiber, who started working with the young German in the autumn of last year. A good player, he was such a versatile individual.
Engel hat die Wahl gewonnen.
His works partly for the German Tennis Federation. And that's how the two have hooked up. And he's a very experienced man as well. Of course, not too many partnerships have stood the test of time, like Freddie Fontaines and Felix Auger Aliassime. They have been together for many years now. So can this incredible week for this 17-year-old gather more pace here in Stuttgart? Or will 24-year-old Canadian spoil the party?
Engel. Ready. Play. Vincent. 15 love.
He hadn't actually played at all on grass, had he, prior to this week? Even at junior level, incredibly. He's adapted quickly.
Right signal, 30 love. That's first.
Nicely played.
Right, 30-15.
I've had in terms of facing big servers, of course, none bigger really than Mpeshi Perricard that he had to deal with yesterday. Used the block return effectively yesterday, as you have to do against a Frenchman. And there you go. He's lost a point on his first serve already.
Well, let's not forget that that did not happen once in his previous match. I think he only lost 10 points on serve the entire match.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, and if you're wondering how often that happens, I saw something last night. On tour last year, it only happened twice. Whole of last season that a player won 100% of points behind their first serve. Dimitrov did it. The other player to do it was Alcaraz last season.
That says a lot about his calibre, doesn't it, Engel? Putting himself in a category with Dimitrov and Alcaraz.
Yeah, this man, you sense, will want to try and get ahead early here. Get the feeling Engel's able to use the crowd. He's that sort of character. He's quite a outgoing individual and feed off the stage.
Felix is such a confidence player as well, isn't he? You just have to look at his results, the peaks and troughs throughout his career to know how much he is affected by confidence and momentum. He did get 2 early breaks yesterday.
That's all you want to get it. If you can get it up high onto the backhand wing, it can be a little less effective. In his first match on tour. At the back end of last year in Almaty, Engel was actually due to play a challenger qualies that week in Italy, and then was given a call saying, listen, there's a wild card for you waiting at an event in Almaty in Kazakhstan. And quickly hot-footed it over there and
Felix, Auger,
beat Coleman won to get his very first win. First player born in 07 to win a tour level match was the German.
Sendel, 15 love.
Example of the effortless power that Engel is able to generate from pretty much anywhere on the court as well. He has really quick footwork, which probably comes from his former career in kickboxing.
I can't say I know too much about the kickboxing world. You, Pip, are you a kickboxer?
No, I don't, but I imagine you have to be pretty nifty, pretty quick on your feet.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit like boxing, right? Often related, aren't they? He only broken once yesterday. It was Auger Aliassime.
Gerzie 15. 40-15.
Yeah, this court will be firming up as well with the heat that we have here in Stuttgart this week. Of course, it's dried out a fair bit, so the ball will be bouncing a little higher as the week progresses.
Auger Aliassime.
Well watched. The Canadian with a good hold.
That's classic Auger
One game all.
Aliassime stuff, isn't it? Just looking for that forehand all the way in the backhand corner. Any opportunity he can use to play his forehand, he'll take.
Sendel, 15 love.
It's a tough one to take on. Good use of the slice under pressure there. It's amazing. He's played 7 challenges this year and not won a match. And yet, you put him at tour level, and he's been able to win 3 already. Just in the first round last week in Heilbronn up the road. Just in the first round, and a couple of ones in Italy. In fact, he's only won 4 matches at challenger level so far in his career. Of course, he's still very young. There's his girlfriend, I think, on the right there. Elizabeth, player herself, so I'm told.
Grazie, 40-15.
Yeah, settled well. As the 17-year-old, no sign of any nerves. They like what they see already, I'm sure.
Leads 2 games to 1.
And the local lad has got a 2-1 lead. Cure here.
No, Vincent, love 15.
Great relationship he's had with Fontang over the years. Stayed loyal as well. So many players over the course of their careers, when things have got tough, have pulled the ripcord. he obviously feels as though there's still some legs in the relationship.
Yeah, he's been there through it all, hasn't he?
Vincent by 15 all.
Felix was at his peak of 6th in the world when he made his maiden Grand Slam semi-final at the US Open.
Grazie, Vincent. 30-15. Felix, Vincent, 40-15.
Seemed to guess there, he had no clue where that serve was going. The German.
Auger, Aliassime.
It's a big second delivery as well, over 100 miles an hour. First serve perhaps not quite firing as frequently as you might like it, but it's 2 apiece.
It's a smart tactic, isn't it, from Auger Aliassime, just to change direction as early as possible when he's in that forehand cross-court battle to keep it off the Engel forehand.
Because that's what can happen.
It's just unbelievable heaviness, and that depth is not an accident. This is what he was doing yesterday, time and time again, hitting the ball within inches, millimeters of the baseline. Just unreturnable.
Yeah, especially on a grass court, right? Where it's going to add to its pace. It's quick today. What a shot that was. Bit of altitude here in Stuttgart as well. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Definitely makes it slightly quicker. Oh, he's got him.
It was a much better return of serve as well, wasn't it, from Felix? Just ensuring that he stepped in so it didn't bounce up at shoulder height.
Didn't really do enough with the first chip there. Auger Aliassime left him a little exposed. Seen a lot of that over the course of the last couple of days. This was some strike. Again, it's the reaction to me that tells as much as anything else. Just so happy to be out here, playing on this big stage. Crunch that.
Yeah, you could just do with a few more first serves. Engel has only made 50% of them, and that's what happens when Auger Aliassime gets a shot at a second.
Einstand deuce.
Excellent second serve. I think Auger Aliassime expected it to come out to the forehand wing.
Yeah, it was a really good change-up because he hadn't hit that serve before. He's been very heavily targeting the backhand on that second serve.
Einstand deuce.
Neither player particularly impressing in that category so far. The difference it makes as well, you look at how many points they've both won behind their first, it's substantial. It's the side. If you can get it up a bit higher on that wing, he can be a little exposed.
Engel.
He just came off that one slightly, he fell off the ball. I think he just got a bit too close to it.
Einstand. Deuce. Vorteil Engel.
Excellent return. Tried to give him a different look, take the pace off it, but this man had read it.
Deuce.
So quickly up to the forehand again. Look at how quick he was to recognise the quality of it as well.
Vorteil Aliassime.
That shot quality of the Auger Aliassime return of serve is looking really impressive. 6.7, which is on grass pretty good.
He'll improve after that one as well. He couldn't hold on. He's had a couple of elongated serves. Adelaide, Montpellier, Doha, Dubai, racked up the wins in the early part of the season before the breaks came on. Got one in both Adelaide and Montpellier.
5% 15 love.
Yeah, that title in Montpellier, his 8th title and his 6th on an indoor hard court. All of his titles have been on hard courts. 6 on indoor, 2 on outdoor.
30, 15, 30, 15. Grazie, bang, 31.
Was he just distracted there? I think he may have been by the fall.
Grazie, 40. 30,
Anyway, would have done here, wouldn't it? Chance for the German to break right back.
Einstand.
Technically, it is one of the most aesthetic serves on tour. When dialed in, that serve is pretty unreturnable.
Oh, that is outrageous from the teenager. How on earth has he won that point?
And he has the ability to inject pace at any given moment. Look how out of position and far behind the baseline he was.
Another chance to break. Just orchestrating the crowd as well after it. What an effort that is. Doesn't hang his head. It's straight back on it.
Bye bye now. 3 games all.
Done himself a lot of good as well in that little race to Jeddah. Of course, that next-gen finals take place right at the end of the year. He's up to 9th in that race now. He is Engel, a race led by Menchik, Fonseca, Tien, their top 3. Of course, in those next-gen finals now. Nice event that, become established on the tour at the end of the season. 20 and under. The qualification age category to enter that. Good money as well to be made for these players.
Right, 6, 15, 30, 15.
First serve's beginning to fire. He's played 33 points on serve already. German.
40-15. Grazie, 30. 40-30.
Broken him down. Oh, what a good effort. And the 17-year-old has won back-to-back games to get himself once more in front in this highly competitive opening set. Maybe a little glass of rosé, Pip.
That's got to be white wine, surely.
Well, whatever takes your fancy.
15 love. Right signal. 30 love. Field signal.
It's such a difficult serve to read as well.
40 love.
And the anticipation
Yep,
and
40,
on the
50.
serve is of crucial importance, particularly on these grass courts where they're faster and you have less time. Got to be proactive in your returning rather than reactive.
Pile, Auger, Aliassime.
Hold.
Germania, 4 games on. That. Second serve. Sendel, 15 love. That. First serve. Right signal, 30 love.
Might be a lot more comfortable for once on serve.
Field signal, 40 love.
Hits that angle so well, doesn't he? Talked about it with Nakashima yesterday, but he gets similar amount of width out of that delivery. So tight to the line. Cannon of a second as well. So much pace. Fearless, this guy. Exuberance of youth at 17 coming to the fore again. And he is a breakaway here, taking the first. So, on a sun-soaked late morning here in Stuttgart, Auger Aliassime serving to stay in the set.
Send up 15 love. Right signal 30 love.
Very good numbers for the on the +1 shot for Auger Aliassime today. Big component of his game, of course, is how often he gets his forehand into play. It's 100% today. Yet to hit a backhand as +1 shot. Similar numbers we saw yesterday from him. Hasn't won quite as many as you'd expect, though, but.
Yep, signal 40 love. Auger Aliassime.
Excellent game. Also beginning to fire a bit more consistently.
Find
to
out
live with.
5 games on.
It's in that sort of groove.
He's really hitting his spots nicely, particularly on the ad court. Hasn't gone jam once. Jam down the middle. Every time it's been to the corner.
Then settle. Love. Vincent Bida. 15 all.
Karl Uwe Steb, I think that is, former player. In the 90s.
Right 6 Vincent. 30-15. Vincent, 40-15.
We understand the gentleman in the middle there actually works for the strength and conditioning department, the German Tennis Federation, working with Engel here.
Grazie. 40-30. Einstand. Deuce.
Got him again. How often has he hit that delivery to good effect?
And he really needed
Engel.
a good first serve there, because Auger Aliassime is stepping in on the second, finding some nice strikes.
Again, getting himself through a tight spot. And he really has shown great composure here once again.
6 games to
His
5.
opening set remains very much in the balance after 50 minutes of play. Let it slip.
The serve and +1 combination you were talking about, Nick, but it's not flashy, is it? It's just heavy to big margins. Gets the job done.
Good numbers on the forehand quality from the Canadian today.
Right signal, 30 love.
Oh.
Field signal, 40 love.
I saw that one back into play. Oh.
Auger Aliassime.
Slightly different return position there, giving himself more time, but didn't pay dividends.
Next by that, 6 games all, tiebreak.
Well, this now is going to be a real test of Engel's composure. His second tiebreak of this tournament. The first one was in his opening match against Duckworth.
Eins 0 1-0. Auger, Aliassime. Final 2-0. Auger, Aliassime.
First serve percentage now close to 70 for Auger Aliassime, and he's only lost 4 points when he has made it as well.
Final
It's unplayable.
3-0. Auger, Aliassime.
Wasn't even particularly near the line, was it? Just beaten by the pure pace. Saw quite a bit of that in the early part of the season. He's a guy who doesn't give much away on court. He's usually pretty reserved, but he definitely started to come out of himself. It was a strong reaction by his standards.
Behind. For 1. Auger, Aliassime. First serve.
There's too much pace. Just cannot
5-1
right now.
Auger, Aliassime.
He's been super disciplined so far in this tie-break. Auger Aliassime making a ton of first serves. Again, just not trying to overpress.
point for both men.
And that is exactly the discipline that I was referring to. It's something that he has always possessed. He can be a little bit flashy at times, Felix. This tiebreak has been pretty flawless in that regard.
Deck 5, 6-2, Auger, Aliassime.
Not just yet. Quick points on serve.
Deck 3, 6-3. Auger, Aliassime.
Oh. He's really got to grips with the Canadian serve. That is a very good effort because his 17-year-old opponent certainly threw a fair bit at him in the opening hour. And he's been able to stay strong. He's on his way, halfway in fact, towards
Ausslag Auger, Aliassime.
So, set number 2, the Canadian to begin. Oh.
5-0. 15 love. Right signal, 30 love. Field signal. 40 love. Auger, Aliassime.
Start that is more of the same, really.
Erster Spiel, zweiter Satz, first game. Second set.
And playing like this, it is pretty baffling to think that Auger Aliassime didn't win a match on grass prior to this year's Stuttgart event since 2022.
Nummer 15, love 15.
It's not just about speed, but also his balance, hitting this shot. Such a good athlete. And how about that for a return of serve?
0-30, love 30.
Yeah, just to build on that point you made about, of course, winning matches on grass. You look back to that match that he played against Kokkinakis at Wimbledon last year in the opening round. It's good stuff. He actually had 4 match points that day, amazingly. Of course, it was affected by rain. It was over a couple of days. It's a tough loss. He's had a few of those at the majors, as we said yesterday. 3 of the last 4 majors, he's lost matches from being 2 sets up. That's not the greatest habit to be in right now.
Can get just a little bit passive, can't he, in the key moments in the business end of matches. If you look at his Grand Slam success, he's made a semi-final, of course, a couple of quarterfinals, but you would expect him to have maybe produced a bit more in the way of Grand Slam results.
No mistake there. Overhead on the opening point was a bit ugly, but not that one.
40-30, 40-30. Einstand, deuce. tile, Engel.
Good hold that. In love 30. Keeps himself in the mix here.
Weiter, 1 game all.
The way Felix is serving, you don't really want to find yourself down a break. Some words of advice by the sound of it. Philipp Kohlschreiber.
Nul 15, club 15. Send weiter. $15 all. Grazie, 15.
Yeah, Engel just has absolutely no idea where that first serve is going. He's having to guess rather than anticipate. That's unsurprising numbers on the unreturned serves.
Felix, 15, 40-15. Jetzt 30, 40, 30.
Pressure. Again, a rare point, one against the Auger Aliassime first serve.
Einstand, deuce. Tile, Auger, Aliassime.
The ball shot firmly in his face, as it has so often been. 9 of 11 first serves are made in this set.
Must be so disconcerting for Engel. He thinks
too hot to handle that delivery. The Canadian is a set and 2-1 here.
Aliassime leads 2 games to 1. New balls, please.
Ball.
Just enough width and depth
Engel, 15
on
love.
the backhand from Engel to force Auger Aliassime into the error.
Right signal, 30 love.
Ball.
Field signal, 40 love.
Ball. Ball.
40, 15. 40, 15.
Too many of those. He's third of the day. Considering how many points he's played on serve as well. Like a third more, almost a quarter more, should I say, points on serve than the Canadian.
Ball.
Nice early return. Good close as well.
Grazie. 40, 30. Engel.
That could have been more complicated, but the outcome was the same for the German.
And that is on the ad court, where all of his aces have landed down the tee. Majority of
15 love.
Auger Aliassime's aces have landed in that spot as well.
Right signal, 30 love.
Unplayable right now. Behind that delivery.
Let. Second serve. Get signal, 40 love. Aliassime.
Cannot make an impression right now on the Canadian's own serve here.
Aliassime leads 3 games to 2.
Continuing to put the pressure on.
Yeah, very impressive.
Send up.
Commit to it, he's annoyed.
15 love.
He hit it.
Right signal, 30 love. Fiat signal 40 love.
Was retired 3 years ago now. Philip Kohlschreiber, from the top 20 player.
Fiat 15, 40-15.
Fourth double, he does really go for that second serve.
He's not back on the forehand either, is he? My goodness. He's got a lot of weapons.
High by down. 3 games all. Sendel. 15 love.
Seen this over the years from particularly indoors. Of course, the year he won Basel, he was unbroken that week. He won back-to-back indoor events. Memory serves. 2022, I think I want to say. He won Antwerp, Basel, and then made the semis of Paris. Barely broken in those 3 weeks.
Right signal 30 love.
In fact, he won Florence as well. I forgot that he won Florence, Antwerp, Basel, all in a row. Incredible run.
Fiat signal 40 love.
I mean, what can you do if you're Engel? It's just coming at him too quickly to react.
Aliassime.
Had to get a rhythm as well, because pretty much right away you're back serving again. Needs to find a way to keep himself together. Set. In fact, it's only 9 points won by the returner in 7 games here so far. adjustment. Ball just bounced back the opposite way here as he struck it.
Tricycle, 30 love. Right, 6, 15, 30, 15.
Excellent return. Some width to it as well, didn't he?
Yeah, that's where he's doing the damage off that second serve return. 51% of second serve return points won.
Ball.
Second serve. Right,
Flush up. It's good to try and get it back cross court. Directed a lot of traffic into that backhand side of the Canadian today. Couldn't do so there though. It's too good. Now, well as he done there from 30 love as well. He's out of nowhere really won 4 points in a row.
Aliassime leads 5 games to 3.
Just a couple of missed first serves by Engel, and he was massively punished. Aliassime finding some really nice depth off the second serve return.
Sendo. 15 love. Right signal.
He's getting that forehand into play. He is
30 love.
just such a heavy ball he's hitting right now. It's so tough for the youngster to be able to live with him. But Both the serve and the forehand in our insights, both over 9 today for Auger Aliassime. That's how good it's been in the shot quality department.
Field signal.
He has got himself 3 match points. Sealed with a 18th ace. Felix Auger Aliassime ends the run of this remarkable 17-year-old from Germany. Back in the last 4 in Stuttgart. Has tended to play well here in the past. He's doing so once again. 1 hour and 38 minutes required today. He was impressive. And he's through 7-6, 6-3.